Today I'll be reviewing the 8 Harry Potter books, because The Cursed Child is considered canon, and I'll be ordering them from 1 to 8, 1 being the best and 8 being the worst. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 8, The Cursed Child. There's a channel called Movie Flame that basically explained everything that I want to say about The Cursed Child, so go check him out, and the link for his channel will be posted below. To summarize what he said, it basically takes away from a great franchise. I was fine with the 7 books. There's even a relevance for the number 7, and the number 7 has a big role in Harry Potter. But this book has no relevance and actually makes me hate the books even more. It just makes no sense whatsoever, and I just hate it. And apparently this is canon. By the way, canon means it is real and relevant to the source material. 7. Order of the Phoenix. J.K. Rowling herself actually said that the book was way too long and lengthy. I agree, and I think that there are just some parts that were boring to read because it was way too long. According to Google, there are 260,000 words in this book, almost 100,000 more than The Half-Blood Prince. This is a great book, but certainly not the best one, and certainly better than The Cursed Child. 6. The Chamber of Secrets. This book is a great book. We get introduced to the Weasleys, the Malfoys, more about Dobby, and more about magical life at Hogwarts. This book is great, but when compared to the other books, this book is kind of forgettable. If you compare it to the before, the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, most Potterheads prefer the first book. This book is definitely a really underrated book, though. Number 5. The Sorcerer's, or depends on where you call it, the Philosopher's Stone. This book is what started it all, and I love this book. This is the book that started everything we know of, as well as Hogwarts. But that is the reason why this book is so low on my list. We know this book is the book that started everything, but that is the only thing we think about it when we think about this. And a book should not be just remembered as an intro or an ending. For example, we know that Deathly Hallows as an ending for Harry Potter, but it is also so much more than just an ending. That is my reasoning for why I put it here. Number 4, The Prisoner of Azkaban. This book is a great book, and one of the reasons why this is because of the Marauders. It gave us a full story of the Marauders and their time at Hogwarts. It also made us get introduced to Animagi. And this book has a lot of plot twists. One of my personal favorite things about this book is we get a glimpse of some more of Harry Potter's father figures, like Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, James Potter, and Dumbledore. Number 3, The Goblet of Fire. This book was the start to the darkness in the Harry Potter universe, and the Harry Potter universe basically represents darkness. It had our first death, and as you would see, this death really affected Harry. And this death was Cedric Diggory. I think that this plot was great, and it deserves to be on top today. I was also debating whether to put this on 4 or 3, but I decided 3 was a solid place. This was the start to everything that would later happen, and this, along with many other books, has a lot of mystery plot lines. Number 2, The Deathly Hallows. The book that wrapped up the journey. And as I said before, this was an ending. This is the ending to the Harry Potter universe. And this is amazing that we get to see the transformation from the first book to the last book. And we get to see the 7 years of Harry's life and how it greatly transformed him. This was an amazing finale, and it was the one year that we weren't in Hogwarts. And it was like we weren't in the place we were used to, so it was harder. But it was more fun. And we had a whole journey, and it was really anticipating when reading the next chapter. And we got introduced to so many different characters and we also got to see more of Dumbledore's past. This is why I placed it here. And finally, number 1, The Half-Blood Prince. This is my favorite Harry Potter book because it perfectly sets up the theme for the last book. My expectations for this book were kind of low, because after seeing the book before this, The Order of the Phoenix, it was a perfect balance of theme. It had darkness, love, friendship, good versus evil, responsibility, and so much more. It is also very important life lessons, like Bill Weasley and Fleur Delacour getting married, even though Bill was mauled and unrecognizable. It takes Don't Judge a Book to its cover to a whole new level, and Remus Lupin putting aside his own insecurities